halftime presented by Verizon. Back inside Oracle, Jared Greenberg with the Hall of Famer, a two-time U.S. Olympian, a gold medalist, six-time NBA All-Star, and a former Golden State Warrior, Mitch Richmond. Pretty cool to be back in this arena and feel the vibe tonight, huh?
Yeah, it's always good to come back, man. The fan support here and how loud they get in this arena is always special.
Early in the game, we saw the first look at Durant in what's going to be a crazy environment. What did you think of his performance scoring the first 10 points for Team USA?
Well, what a way to welcome Kevin Durant, and what a way to welcome him to the fans. He hit his, first three shots?
Yeah.
And it looked spectacular. And the fans, I was outside the arena this morning, and everyone has the 35 jersey already. I mean, man, they already printed them up.
You got asked a lot of questions last year about the comparisons of the big three of the Warriors and the Run TMC, although be it very short-lived during your time here. What do you think these guys, with now these four guys, can take it to the next level?
Wow. Well, first of all, they got to get a cool nickname.
What do you got a suggestion?
I don't have one. I told Kevin Durant and I told Klay Thompson that they have to come up with a cool nickname now. You know what I mean? So we'll wait and see.
Take us back to your days wearing the red, white, and blue. Yes. Not too often that you see a guy so many years apart. You played 88, then you come back in 96. How different was it for you in those two different appearances?
Well, both of them were special. I think in 88 it was the last college team. And so, being a young man and have an opportunity to play on the Olympic team, man, it was a dream. I never thought I'd have that opportunity, but it came to fruition. And, man, I thought it was a fabulous team, but we got the bronze. Then I had an opportunity to go back in 96 and dust off that bronze medal and get a gold medal. And with the team that you saw, we had a great group of guys and we played together.
You had some special performances during that run in 96 with a really good team, as we saw the team photo there. What do you take out of that experience the most? What do you recall first?
Well, for me, it's all the relationships and the friendships that you develop. And you're still not trying to give a guy edge because you got to go back to your team and play against them. So you still, it was a competitive time in practice. We were going at each other, not trying to give a guy, any inch on him, any inch on you. So it was a special time for me because we built friendships and relationships, and to this day, when we see each other, outside of that relationship that you have with your NBA team, outside the relationship that you have on the All-Star games, the Olympic team was special. There's a great bond.
How do you think the 96 group would do against the 2016 group that we're about to see go to Rio?
Oh man, hey, I think we'll do quite well. But it's always good to see the young fellas and Carmelo going on his fourth.
You're not going to give me an answer, are you, on that?
No, I'm not going to even answer that. I'm not going to even answer that. I'll let the people answer that one. But, Carmelo is going on his fourth Olympics. That's very special. To be able to wear USA across the chest four times, that's awesome.
Melo, a chance to be the very first to win 3 gold medals for USA basketball. Mitch Richmond, thank you so much. Best of luck at the St. John's University with Chris Mullin, assistant coach for Mully out there in Queens. We got plenty more to do here. Durant's got 13. It's a 52-24 advantage for Team USA. Our thanks again to the Hall of Famer and two-time U.S. Olympic men's basketball player Mitch Richmond. Coming back here on NBA TV. One of the two non-Golden State Warriors in the starting 5 for Team USA tonight, DeMarcus Cousins. He's got 10 and 5 rebounds as Team USA with a convincing 52-24 advantage at the break. The USAB men's and women's pre-Olympic tour continues with coverage on NBA TV presented by Nike. We are wall-to-wall all throughout the week. Wednesday, the women's team back in action. Friday, a doubleheader starting at 7 Eastern. Sunday, the women take on Australia. Monday, from Houston, we wrap up the men's pre-Olympic tour as they take on Nigeria at 8 o'clock Eastern. Matt and Smitty back in the seat when we return. There's Steph Curry in the building talking to his new teammate. Durant's got 13. We've got the second half right after this.
USA Basketball on NBA TV is brought to you by Samsung. And members get exclusive rates and experiences with Marriott Rewards, the official partner of USA Basketball.
You're watching USA Basketball presented by Nike. USA men's team versus China. It's the United States leading 52-24 at the half. A little bit of a Warriors reunion as they welcome the newest member of the franchise, Kevin Durant. Back at Oracle Arena, Matt Weiner, Steve Smith. Great to have you with us here on NBA TV as the United States continues its exhibition season. And for Kevin Durant, it really was as good a start as he could possibly hope for, scoring the United States' first 10 points in his first game in this building as a member of the Warriors.
And that's impressive. I know it's a little nervousness for him, but he got a chance to get over those jitters very quick. As you can see, a couple three-pointers, he got a steal. He got a chance to get to the free throw line, 3 for 3. He had 13 points, 2 rebounds in only 12 minutes, Matt.
Your game summary presented by Samsung. The United States shot better than 51% for that first half and held China under 30%. China, in fact, was just 3 of 15 in the second quarter. No surprise, big advantages on the boards and second chance points as well, where the U.S. has blanked China 12-0 so far. And this figures to be a huge advantage against virtually every opponent they face in the exhibition season and on the Olympics.
Yeah, you're totally right. I mean, the rebounding right there, 24-9, 12-0 second chance points. That's where it's coming down for them to get a lead. Even though with his lead, they don't look as fluent and the flow is not there yet. Too many fouls for them, and that free throw line, China is hanging around.
As has been his habit so far in these exhibition games, Mike Krzyzewski changes up his lineup for the second half, and Kevin Durant will not start. Harrison Barnes is in the starting lineup once again. He's been doing that in third quarters here so far. Carmelo Anthony, before inbounding, had to go over and stop off and say hi to Andre Iguodala and Steph Curry. Few seconds delay for him to offer his greetings here on the Warriors home floor. Back underway third quarter on NBA TV, and Carmelo Anthony with a deep 2 to get us started.
His first step is so quick, so if he catches it around the elbow, you can see defenders giving him a little bit of room, and he's so good at knocking down that mid-range shot without even taking a dribble, just squaring up and creating space because of his first step.
Zhao Jiwei with the point guard responsibilities once again to start the third quarter. That's a turnover by Wong. DeMar DeRozan with a transition finish for the U.S. First points of the night for DeMar DeRozan, who was 0 of 1 in the first half. Sui Ron with the ball. Down to Joe Chi, goes baseline. And the shot is up and in for Joe Pung, excuse me.
Good penetration.
Anthony for 3. Carmelo comes out feeling it here in the third quarter.
That's impressive. I mean, he's taking one dribble and he has 5 points. He doesn't waste any time. I mean, he scores so easy.
Only took 3 shots in the first half, knocked down one of them for 4 points with a couple of free throws thrown in. Wong showed off some good footwork in that first half. Tried to bull his way through Jordan.
You can see right here, good job by DeRozan with the deflection. And he's coming down, and you see the defender go straight to DeAndre Jordan to box him out and give an easy layup to DeMar DeRozan. And there's Carmelo Anthony just stepping into a 3 in nice rhythm and knocking it down.
Already played 5 years with the New York Knicks, the 9-time All-Star. So comfortable in red, white, and blue. Free throws were a story of that first half as well. China did a good job of getting to the free throw line.
It made a real buzz for the New York Knicks and Carmelo Anthony. I know he has to be exciting. You have Derrick Rose, Joakim Noah. And that's going to be pretty good.
It's interesting, Derrick Rose's comments, last week, talking about how some people have included them in the super team category, along with the likes of the Golden State Warriors. I don't know who exactly he's speaking of.
They're not there yet, but they do have some guys that can flat out play. And Melo, Joakim Noah, and Derrick Rose, and Porzingis. So it's looking good for them, but not in that category yet,
not quite
D-Rose.
There yet, maybe, no. Making the playoffs maybe is a good first step, and then talk about super team. DeRozan handling this time for the United States. Into the paint, went high over the backboard. Jose Carrion says it was tipped, and will stay with the United States with 13 seconds on the shot clock. DeMar DeRozan 13 points against China on Sunday. Another gold medal winner with the World Cup team 2 years ago in Spain. 2 Olympians from 2012, 4 gold medal winners from the World Cup team 2 years ago on this roster. That's half the 12 who have won gold at one of those 2 levels. DeAndre Jordan making a mockery of the rim.
Yeah, Kyle Lowry doing a nice job of just throwing it up. That's not a play, and DeAndre Jordan catching it and finishing with a dunk. I'm looking for them to get a little bit more discipline defensively. I think for right now, there's a lot of gambling going on.
DeRozan from Lowry bumped, heard the whistle. That bucket will not count for Jordan. DeRozan was fouled on the floor. Stays with the United States. Swearon's first personal foul. Swee wears number 5, but didn't see him in the first half. He's been handling the ball here early in the 3rd quarter. Side out for the United States. If you're not familiar with the FIBA rules, the 5th foul triggers the bonus in a quarter. DeRozan mishandled. Anthony likes that spot a lot.
He's having himself a nice quarter. Filling it up from 3-point range.
8 points now quickly in the 3rd quarter for Carmelo Anthony. He likes a lot of spots, by the way, but that one in particular tonight.
On that wing, no wasted movement. Just looking forward to watching him this NBA season with a Derrick Rose, a guy who can take the pressure off of him. And then you have a Joakim Noah, a leader and a guy can anchor that defense for them. And Porzingis with another year under his belt.
And Melo's not shying away from the expectations. He said, quote, "Our time is now." And getting to the point in his NBA career at 32 where he needs to start thinking about not only making the playoffs again, but making some noise in the playoffs again. Zhou Qi with the 3-pointer for China.
You know, Zhou Qi, if you watch him, man, you said it, he's the 43rd overall pick by the Rockets. He has a 7'7" wingspan.
Another bucket for Melo now. That's 10 quickly here in the 3rd quarter in 3 minutes time. There's Qi, 7 feet 1 inch tall. Great look. Joe sets up Zhao Jiwei. First bucket for Zhao. Nice look from Zhou Qi there. I mentioned 7'1", but just 210 pounds.
Look, his long arms. A couple more years for him to fill into his body. You can see the potential there, and able to stretch the floor and knock down the threes, but he's going to have problems, just like watching him this free throw line, boxing out a guy like DeAndre Jordan. That's where their weight and the girth of DeAndre Jordan. On this next play, you'll get a chance to see how well he can do against some NBA centers.
He is just 20 years of age.
Some people say he's 22.
Some people have suggested he might be older than his listed age.
24, so.
We are told he's 20 years of age. Led the Chinese Basketball Association in shot blocking each of the last 2 seasons.
Right there on that play, he wasn't able to block out DeAndre Jordan at all.
A lot of folks have trouble blocking out DeAndre Jordan.
Second personal, 4th team foul.
Joe averaged better than 3 blocks a game last season in the CBA. Playing for the Xinjiang Guanghi Flying Tigers.
Man, I'm going to ask you to say it again. What was that team? I didn't hear you.
Xinjiang Guanghi Flying Tigers.
Okay. Yeah, Flying Tigers. I like that.
There's also Flying Leopards in the CBA. Barnes. Good for 3. Harrison Barnes now with 7 on the night.
Good job by DeMar DeRozan, playing a point guard position defensively.
And DeRozan, there's one of the gambles you were talking about defensively, and he gets called for the foul.
USA foul charge. Number 9, DeMar DeRozan.
They will be aggressive, and obviously with their depth, foul trouble for the most part shouldn't be a concern for Team USA.
They'll be fine. Man, I just want to go back. I remember in 2000 we played China. They had Ming Bictier. Do you remember him?
Mm-hmm.
They had Wang Zhuzhu and Yao Ming. That front line was incredible. I remember getting switched out on Yao Ming and saying, what in the world? It was massive, and what an impact he had on NBA basketball.
13 now for Carmelo Anthony in the third quarter. That was kind of the heyday for Chinese international basketball. That's 3 of the 5 Chinese players who played in the NBA. 17 now for Melo, and as I mentioned, 13 here in the third quarter. Jordan ranges over to swat that away. Stays with China. Joe faked a 3. Nice touch by Joe as he laid it home. Good mobility for the big man.
Very nice job by him. Very fluid for his size. Let's watch him defensively against Carmelo right now.
Joe ran into Jordan there. Melo with another bucket, another 3. 16 in the third quarter. Melo on a bucket binge here at Oracle.
Yes, indeed. He's going to get it. Got some rhythm to this game right now, and it's all because of Carmelo Anthony.
Zhao Jiwei maybe overhandled there against that U.S. pressure, and it's a turnover for China. 20 points now for Carmelo Anthony. 16 here in the third quarter on 6 of 7 shooting.
He said, I didn't want to pick DeAndre Jordan. Let me rise up, knocking it down. You can see the smile and the comfort level for him. He can score. One more time. There it is, Matt. That's another 3.
Time to take a look at tonight's play of the game presented by Kaiser Permanente, but to be fair, it's really plays all off the fingertips of Carmelo Anthony, who's gone off here in the third quarter.
And you can see the ability for him to be able to score in bunches in so many different areas. You said it, driving the basketball, being able to pull up. We know he can post up and get to the rim, but when he has his 3-ball going, there's nothing you can do. Because if you close out, he's going around you, and you can't stop him from getting in the paint with his big body and his control. But this is easy for him. That 3-point line for him in international play. He's knocking this one down.
Clearly, nobody told Melo that this is Kevin Durant's night here at Oracle.
Kevin Durant's not in right now. A little pressure right now, and this is the difference for him. You can see he'll come off. That little double team. Beautiful
second
pass.
defender, but a great look to Cousins for the easy 2, and exactly what you want your scorer on the floor to do, respond to the double team and find the open man.
I mean, he has music in his ears right now. He's dancing to his own beat. Carmelo is in perfect rhythm.
Low gets it back. Wang down low, rejected by Cuz. Back comes Kyrie Irving. Out to Melo. Thompson puts it on the floor to Cousins, another easy 2, and DeMarcus Cousins is loving the playmakers out on the floor with him right now.
Just great flow, and you can see the attention now to Carmelo, and it'll open up for so many different guys. Klay Thompson driving it. No one's leaving Carmelo, so now you're playing basically 4 against 3.
14 points now for Cousins on 5 of 5 shooting as Guo puts it on the deck. Down low, the assist to Guo. Zhou Yu Chen with the bucket. But the lead remains 44 for the United States. Butler tried to get it down low to Cuz, and he was being held by Zhou Yu Chen. The Cousins will pick up the foul, trying to plead his case. He had position down low. A bit of a clinch with Zhou. What did you find to be the significant differences in terms of officiating, or even the adjustments you had to make as an Olympian to the rules changes?
First is traveling. I mean, that's the one thing is they call a lot of traveling, and a lot of times it's USA basketball players have to be honest. You know, you catch it and it's like a 1, 2, and 3, and they call it, and usually don't call that in the NBA games.
Are you saying they get away with that at the NBA level?
Yes. And then, I would think for me was also the goaltending situation was definitely hard. And then understanding you're not able to call timeout. There's a lot of those little things that just doesn't come natural.
Only the coaches are allowed to call timeout at the FIBA level.
I like this new rule that we have where the shot clock goes back to 14 on an offensive rebound. And there's Cousins. Might have got all ball on that one.
Pretty good hands by DeMarcus Cousins. Back it goes to China. 3 off the front rim by Jai. And back comes Carmelo Anthony.
A little pressure.
Now, I know what a litigator you were with NBA officials. As Melo leaves a man in his wake. Oh, it wouldn't go for him. Thompson. And a potential third bite at the apple here. Back in Melo's hands. Against Zhou Chen. Over Zhou. And off. Melo has it again. And it's a foul. No, out of bounds. Call is out of bounds on Carmelo Anthony. The crowd really wanted that initial shot to go after.
Watch, there's a little bit of crossover. And he got a little help by Cousins on the replay.
I was about to say, I know what a litigator you were with NBA officials. Did you find
I had no chance in international.
Did you find it more difficult at the international level with the language barrier than
It wasn't even language. They just kind of look at you. They didn't engage in a lot of communication, so you couldn't get away with anything. You couldn't talk them to anything.
That had to be quite a disappointment for you.
It was.
So an illegal screen out front on China.
Offensive foul, charge to number 31, Wang Zhelin, third personal.
Second foul on Wang.
There's Tim Hardaway.
Zhelin.
Ooh, and getting a chance to get that goal.
Hey, we're back in 2000.
That's a nice little layup.
We're assuming that counted, that went in.
Yeah, it went in.
Yeah. Irving, hesitation to the reverse. Cuz couldn't finish it up. Whoa. And the open floor shows off the little floater.
Me and Bob Myers were talking at halftime. We both said, I like this young fella in Guo.
Guo Ailun has really been the highlight of Team China tonight. Cousins, another easy 2. Cousins is now 6 of 7 from the field with 16 points.
I think they can do that a little bit more often. He's going to get position. You either got to play behind him, or if you overplay, you have no chance of recovering.
Guo out front with Durant on him. This is what happens to so many point guards against the U.S. They wind up with a guy 6'9", 6'10" in front of them. Wang knocks down the jumper for China. 6 points now for Wang Zhelin.
You can see DeMarcus Cousins drawing another foul and just posting up. And watching this USA team, I think for them is to get a better flow of some guys moving without the basketball, and Kyrie Irving as a point guard and Kyle Lowry just being more of a guys that's putting guys in their place, pushing the basketball, and being a little bit more of a communicators. You have a lot of scores, but those guys got to take over and put guys in their place. And I'm nitpicking, yes. They're up close to 50.
Well, we noticed it in the first half. There are possessions where it seems like they're trying too hard to move the ball, and other possessions where it seems like it doesn't move enough, and there is a feeling out process. And we've discussed before, there aren't a ton of natural playmakers on this roster. There's no Chris Paul here. There's no LeBron James here, for instance. There's plenty of talent. That's for
yes. You sub Carmelo Anthony, Kevin Durant comes in.
Whoa. Little handle there, short on the 3. Reaction from the crowd here. They enjoyed that. Kevin Durant on the other end, high post to Cousins, looking to go back door to Kyrie Irving, and a miscommunication there.
DeMarcus Cousins
just said you were wide open.
And Kyrie says bad pass. He said you're wide open. So much switching. Good job in this. This is the one guy that can at least penetrate the defense.
He's done a good job all night of breaking folks down with the dribble. Shot off by Jai. Cousins with the rebound, back to Durant. Final seconds of the third quarter here. Cousins to the rim, up and no good, but he'll get the foul.
A nice pass by Kevin Durant, where the show shot. Beautiful roll by DeMarcus Cousins, and that was a beautiful bounce pass right on the money, right on target.
Charge to number 9.
Cousins is sitting on 18 points at the moment, and a chance to tie up Carmelo Anthony for the team lead here tonight. He is 6 of 9 from the free throw line at the moment.
What's the free throw situation?
The U.S. has now hit 15 of 23, 65%. Chinese 8 of 18 from the free throw line, just 44%. Cuz gets 1 of 2, and China will run out the clock and head to the fourth quarter. Down by 45. It was Carmelo's quarter. Anthony, 16 of his 20 here in the third as the U.S. expands the lead, 84-39 with 10 more minutes to go here at Oracle. Carmelo Anthony had a 16-point scoring spree in the third quarter, a day after he led a Leadership Together forum at a Boys and Girls Club in Los Angeles. It included 80 or so teenagers, members of both the USA men's and women's Olympic teams, community leaders, and police to address the relationship between police and young men of color in response to recent tragedies involving police officers. Earlier this month, he went to Instagram and spoke about black men dying by police shootings and, quote, demanded change. Carmelo Anthony, very active on this particular social issue.
And you got to love it, using his platform and his stage and his voice.
Back here at Oracle Arena, it's the United States up by 47. Second meeting with China in 3 days, the team they will face, and their opening game of the Rio Olympics. Klay Thompson tried to tap it to himself. Instead, it comes back the other way. And we have a clock issue. Jose Carrion will sort out with the scorekeeper.
Recognize it very quickly. Shot clock says 6, reset up to 18. Advantage USA get a chance to set their defense.
Li Gen throws it in for Team China. Zhao Jiwei to Wang. That's short, but rebounded and back home by Jai Xiaoshuan. Irving over to Butler in the corner.
The tap out by DeMarcus Cousins, and there's Durant.
Durant. One-on-one. From outside the three-point line, back rims it.
And there's Klay, that's pretty.
Thompson in and out. And China tries to reset and slow things down just a little bit as they take it across the timeline. The crowd is just aching for Durant buckets at this point.
Now, charge number 12, DeMarcus Cousins, fourth personal.
Warriors fans have always been among the best in the NBA, even when the team was not good, which was a long period. It's easy to forget now the success they've had the last couple of seasons. Another ovation both for DeMarcus Cousins, who has left the game, and for hometown favorite Draymond Green back in for the U.S.
Glad you brought that up, Matt. They are not fair weather fans. They've been here. And DeMarcus Cousins, 21 points, 11 rebounds.
Second double-double already in the exhibition season for DeMarcus Cousins, who was 7 of 8 from the field. Let's send it over to Jared.
Smitty, for precautionary reasons, Paul George won't return tonight, a left calf strain. Again, just precautionary reasons, Paul George won't return with a left calf strain.
All right, Jared, and that's the one thing, obviously, the U.S. would love to guard against if they can, is any sort of injury to anybody.
Yes.
And one opportunity for Wang Zhulin.
Good job is you see Paul George over there smiling, so hopefully just a little uncomfortable for him, and he'll get a chance to return. Don't want to take any chances, man.
No, they're going to be super precautious.
I think my thigh is hurting a little bit. You got the rest of this game?
I'm good.
You're good. All right.
No standing will be required of you over the next 8 minutes, just so we're clear on that, our responsibilities. DeRozan from the baseline. Draymond Green can't get it. Another chance for Green. Wang was in there to defend it. And a foul on Team China. The WNBA's 20th season is in full swing. Don't miss a minute of the action as the season resumes on Friday, August 26th after the Olympic break. Be a part of the historic season and get your tickets today at WNBA.com/tickets. Zhou Peng fouls out on that personal against Draymond Green. So he, like the rest of us, will be watching from here on out as the chance of USA begin to stir here in Oakland.
Matt, do you like the addition of Zaza Pachulia and David West for this team?
I think they're going to miss Andrew Bogut defensively. I think they knew that as well, but that's the salary cap move they had to make to accommodate the Durant signing. Zaza Pachulia does some of what Bogut does. He's certainly not the shot blocker that Bogut is. He's not the playmaker offensively that Bogut is. But all things considered, not a bad fit. And David West is just a professional. Come in, he's going to instill toughness. The team that already was plenty tough can still knock down a jump shot. Have to shore up the rest of that bench with all the losses.
I think they have to get some speed. And I love David West, Zaza Pachulia, and I think they re-signed Anderson Varejao as well, right? But I think some kind of way they got to find some speed. Some guys coming off the bench. They're gonna miss Barbosa, even though up in age, he wasn't beat, but he was beat.
He's at least
he was at least beat.
Played very well for the Warriors after coming back to the NBA. Fellow Brazilian like Varejao. Varejão's got a back issue, and so they flew him back to the United States. And I couldn't help but think, isn't that the last thing you'd want to do if you've got a back injury, is get on a plane for 10 or 12 hours? Thompson out of the post. Pretty good effort by Guo defensively.
I like Guo.
Guo's got some toughness. He can handle the ball. Joe Cheat couldn't handle that pass. Thompson 0 for 7 before that layup. And Klay Thompson gets his first bucket of the night, much to the delight of the home crowd.
And a nice pass from Kevin Durant. And Klay Thompson with a little smile saying, finally, I got a bucket.
It was his first two-point attempt of the night as well. Sometimes it pays to step in a step or 5 steps in this case.
I guess when you can shoot like that, he feels like every shot's going in.
Klay Thompson, one of the great two-way players in the NBA. We saw the other night a lineup with Thompson and Butler and Paul George all out there together. And if you're a ball handler or a wing player, that is a nightmare.
It is.
Lee Ginn.
Lee Ginn down there on the block.
Over Lowry.
Nice.
Nice little step back by Lee Ginn.
Lee Ginn has that look. I like him. This is deep. Oh,
Durant thought about it.
Nice
pass Joe Chi over to Lowry in the corner. 3-1 fall, and Joe picks up the rebound.
Good job of moving it around, and defensively they're staying patient and solid. So that's all you want to do is contest. Just don't reach.
Offensive board for Joe off the giant miss. And Guo Alon. Another ooh from the crowd he produces, but couldn't finish. Draymond Green fouled by Jai. Durant thought he'd made himself a nice little assist there.
He did. But Kyle has to knock down a shot. He was a little different. A little Steph Curry.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, a little different. Kyle Lowry likes to shoot him off the dribble. He's not stationary a lot.
Chris Durant would have been an ideal offensive rebound position had he not been airplaning it down the other way. Dre well short on the three. Guo against Kyrie.
He's doing a nice job. He stays on rhythm. Pressure's not bothering him.
Trap.
Good call, man.
Substitution for China. Check it back in. Number 10, Joe Pong.
Joe Chi, all kinds of length. Really going to have to put some muscle on if he's going to be an NBA player at some point.
It's unbelievable. 7'7" wingspan, though.
Great length, and like so many bigs we see coming up through the ranks, really comfortable out on the perimeter. Hasn't shot the ball well, but he's obviously comfortable handling it and taking those shots. Saw that in the Summer League as well with the likes of Dragan Bender, 7-footer. He's completely at home out at the three-point line.
He definitely is.
Final foul. Charge number 17, Josh, second personal.
All red, white, and blue here at Oracle Arena in Oakland. The U.S. leads it by 46. Let's take a look at tonight's stat of the game presented by Nike. And Smitty, on this exhibition season, the U.S. is racking up significant margins of victory already, 37-49, and we sit at 46 here with just under 5 minutes to go at Oracle Arena. And this is nothing new. In the 12 Olympics in London, the U.S. won all 8 of their games by more than 32 points per game on average, including that 83-point win over Nigeria, most lopsided men's basketball game in Olympic history.
Yeah, I think it'll be those type of margins until they face a team like France or Spain. Their coast.
Good drive to the rim by Guo, who's shown some ability here tonight for Team China. Guo has 9 points on the night. China's shooting it better here in the second half.
They are.
After shooting 29% in the first half, they're an even 50 right now, 11 of 22 from the field.
They're definitely missing Yi. We could definitely help them have some kind of stability on the wing.
And if you're just with us, Yi Jianlian, who's the most familiar player to most American fans, having played in the NBA, is not with Team China tonight. We're told because of a passport issue. He led the team with 18 points on Sunday, and they expect him to return to the team shortly and be ready for the Olympics when China will face the U.S. in both teams' first Olympic contest. Barnes in and out for 3, another second chance opportunity for the U.S. Green.
Got that one to go.
Bounces it home. Draymond Green's sitting on 4 points for the night. His first made bucket. So both Thompson and Green had to wait until the fourth quarter to get their first made field goals tonight on their home floor. I guess it's their home floor.
Yeah, it is.
It's in their home building.
Home building, not the floor. But it is.
Not their usual floor. Thompson to DeRozan. Hangs back to Thompson. Quick trigger 3 is good for Clay.
Now that's a difficult shot. Didn't get a chance to bend his knees. Being able to shoot it with perfect form. And just basically using all arms from that range. That's impressive.
First made 3 in 8 tries tonight for Klay Thompson. One of the elite 3-point shooters on the planet. Zhou Qi, nice little ball fake. And the shot won't go for Jia Chung. Lowry trailing, he'll try a deep three. Transition bucket for Joe Pung.
China team still up cheering for their team. Good job by them. It's playing this game out. Nice little in and out. A nice little play, a little N1. Teammates up, celebrating. Nice move.
Joe Pung goes to the free throw line. I think I misspoke earlier when we told you Joe had fouled out. That's obviously not the case. It was Wang Julin who fouled out. DeRozan 360 and nearly threw it down. DeMar DeRozan, just because he can.
Yeah, whoa, wait, I got to see this again.
A technical foul on the U.S. bench.
Look at this.
DeMar DeRozan went for the 360 dunk against Jia Chung.
A technical foul has also been
Foul will go against Jia Chung. And the U.S. bench picks up a technical foul. Rose to the free throw line to shoot the...
Man, that's one of the most impressive attempts. I had no understanding of where he was going.
He knew exactly what he was doing.
I usually see him do a 360 and go underneath the rim.
DeMar DeRozan was a two-time participant in the NBA Slam Dunk Contest.
I mean, Andre Iguodala. Look, watch this, man. This is a 360. That's impressive.
Don't know how often Jia Chung has faced that in the CBA back home.
He's never seen that.
Playing for the Sichuan Blue Whales. Joe misses the technical free throw.
Wow. I'm still in awe of what DeMar DeRozan
Still a buzz in the building about that.
It is.
People are trying to make sense of what they just saw. Closing in on 2 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Zhou Qi with the easy finish.
I like that play from him. Nice catch on a block and being able to finish up high with that 7'7" wingspan.
11 points now for Joe on 4 of 8 shooting. Thompson. Clay's got the feeling. Back-to-back threes for Klay Thompson. The U.S. closing in on triple digits here.
They got it.
And now have it at 101. Biggest lead of the night if you're keeping track, Smitty. 50.
It's 50.
Joe puts it on the deck. A nice lefty finish from the big man.
Now that looked good in traffic. And being able to finish, and there's Klay.
Thompson. 3 straight threes for Klay Thompson. Steph likes it. His new teammate likes it. Warriors fans love it here at Oracle.
Nice move.
Jia Chung couldn't convert. They turn it over. It's Glow with the layup.
Right about now, he's about to shoot it.
Thompson's got it again. He'll try another one. Can be 4 in a row. No. So Thompson, after missing his first 7 threes of the night, knocks down 3 in a row before the miss there. Under a minute to go. Only question at this point, Smitty, is will the United States win by 50 or something less than 50?
Watch this 360 again. I'm glad we showed it again. I mean, that's so impressive. That's a 360 is hard by yourself, and there's Klay. That's pretty too. Ooh. Steph like it out. And little Iggy.
USA Basketball on NBA TV is brought to you by Jeep, official vehicles of summer, and by Cisco, proud technology partner of USA Basketball.
Back at Oracle, where the U.S. leads by 49. Some NBA news today. Former U.S. Olympian Amar'e Stoudemire announced his retirement today. Won a bronze medal with the red, white, and blue back in 2004, and also played 14 seasons in the NBA with Phoenix, the Knicks, Dallas, and Miami. Amar'e was a 6-time All-Star, former member of first-team All-NBA as well. Thompson got another one. 4 threes here in the fourth quarter for Klay Thompson.
I thought you said earlier, Matt, he was 0 for.
He was 0 for 7 to start.
Now he's quickly.
All of a sudden he has 15 points.
Quickly has 15.
So Amar'e Stoudemire, who called himself Stat, standing tall and talented throughout his career, I guess is now Star, standing tall and retired.
Yes. Could sit and have all the wine baths he wants right now.
I think a champagne bath is in order because he's retired now.
Just a fantastic career. He battled through injuries. Just love the way he approached the game. 6-time All-Star.
Everyone wants to see another 360 attempt by DeRozan here. And he's just going to dribble out the clock. Don't forget, Game Time comes your way next on NBA TV. Complete post-game coverage of this game right after we're done with Rick Campbell and Sekou Smith back in our Atlanta studio. Only here on NBA TV. The United States will win it by an even 50. They sweep back-to-back exhibition games against China. They'll see them again on August 6th when both teams open Olympic play in Rio de Janeiro. Carmelo Anthony had the big third quarter with 16 of his 20 points. DeMarcus Cousins led Team USA with his second double-double of the exhibition season. 21 points on 7 of 8 shooting and 11 rebounds, 5 of those on the offensive end. And one of the stories of the night, certainly the story when we began the night, was Kevin Durant.
Yes.
Making his first appearance at Oracle Arena as a member of the Golden State Warriors, came out and hit the United States' first 10 shots, including the opening bucket of the night. All things considered, a great start for KD.
It was.
And Team USA here.
And for Oracle Arena, you know, his first game getting a chance to play here, and he came out, like you said, to being able to knock down shots, 10 quick points, very impressive.
So the U.S. wins it 107 to 57. Good start and a good finish. The U.S. moves on to Chicago to take on Venezuela next. A game you'll also see right here on NBA TV. I'll be out there with Jared once again. Grant Hill will join us for that game as well. And right now, we are joined by the newest member of the Golden State Warriors and a very popular figure here at Oracle Arena tonight, Kevin Durant. Scored the first 10 points of the game for Team USA. Congratulations. And what about the reaction you got? I mean, you had to know this was coming, but to experience it when your name is called, the ovation you got here tonight must have been pretty fulfilling.
It was amazing. It was amazing. You know, they came out and supported us, and you know, it was just a great basketball atmosphere. So it was fun. Definitely, most definitely fun to make the first shot of the game. So it's cool.
We were wondering, was the first shot scripted for you?
Yeah, I knew yesterday I was shooting that one.
Kevin, just talk about the atmosphere, and like you said, your teammates coming out, Andre Iguodala, Stephen Curry. Just talk about you getting a chance to come here and play in front of these fans. How did it feel?
Oh, it was amazing. You know, just being able to play in front of them, and you know, the fit I love was really good. And you know, to see Steph and Dre here was you know, was pretty cool too. So we're looking forward to, you know, our next game in Chicago, and you know, we just want to keep getting better. But it was good to see everybody here in Oakland.
You know how this deal works. Every time a roster is selected at the USA level, it is scrutinized to death, and people look for strengths and weaknesses. What do you think you've learned about this group from 3 exhibition games?
Well, we're a tight group already. You know, everybody is just, you know, the chemistry was there since day one. And we don't care who scores, who gets assists, who gets the rebounds. We're just playing good basketball, man. So it's fun. It's fun, man. I love playing with these guys every day. It's been amazing. So I'm looking forward to the next trip.
Kevin, just talk about it. You know, you're playing all-star games, but this is totally different. And having guys that you can come out and, like you said, get a chance to know each other. What was the one guy you was looking forward to playing with in this USA basketball?
Well, obviously getting a chance to play with, Draymond and Clay. I knew I'd have a chance to play with them this season, but Kyrie Irving was the guy I was looking forward to getting in the gym with. He's just a basketball junkie, and became a huge fan of him over time, and just to be around him has been amazing.
Yeah, but I had to ask a question. We've been around the basketball a long time. Describe that DeMar DeRozan dunk attempt. Have you ever seen anything like that?
Yeah, that's why I got a tech. That was
I thought that was you.
Yeah, that was NBA 2K-ish right there. That just shows, man, how much support we have on that bench. Everybody was just up, and that was, even though he missed, that's probably a top 10 play.
Well, congratulations on the night. Had to be fun for you. We'll see you in Chicago.
Appreciate it.
Let's send it over to Jared Greenberg.
All right, Matt, we got Carmelo Anthony here. How crazy is this atmosphere, and so far through 3 games, the fan support you've been getting?
The energy is amazing, man, and this little U.S. tour that we're on so far, the support that we're getting from our fans, and I know the scores, we've been winning by 40 and 50, but we're still gearing up, to go over there and get ready for Rio. So.
That's scary to think that there's more left in the tank here, but it's been a big couple of days for you on and off the court, and your leadership role with this team and throughout the community.
Man, I'm just doing my part, just playing my part, and I'm bringing my team, I'm bringing my colleagues along with me. We always say we have a platform, we have voices, so we got to use it. But, right now, this is the biggest way that we can use our voice, by coming out here representing our country, playing basketball, doing it in a fashionable way, and enjoying ourselves.
Off the court, a guy you know really well. I saw you tweet about Amari Stoudemire earlier today. What are your thoughts about a guy who's worn the red, white, and blue, and him stepping away?
Man, he had an amazing career, man, and for me to have an opportunity to play with him for a couple years and know how much he put into this game, know how much he bought, know how much he grinded it out every day. I know he had some injuries, but overall, man, I say he had a hell of a career, and I had